There are now over a dozen AI chatbots fighting for your attention, and most people are using the wrong one for the wrong job every single day. You're asking ChatGPT to do something Claude does better. You're asking Gemini something Grok would actually answer more accurately. And you have no idea because nobody actually explains the difference. So before you open another AI tab, watch this. In the next 14 minutes, I'm breaking down every major American AI model, what it's actually good at, where it actually fails, and which one you should be using right now. Let's start with the one everyone already knows, GPT 5.5 from OpenAI. This is the most versatile all-rounder on the market. It's not always the best at any one specific thing, but it's good at almost everything, and it has the biggest ecosystem behind it. Strength number 1, agentic workflows. GPT 5.5 is built to take multi-step actions on its own, researching, executing, checking its own work. Strength number 2, the plugin and GPT ecosystem. Nothing else comes close to the sheer number of integrations built on top of it. Strength number 3, it's genuinely strong at STEM and frontier math problems. This is where OpenAI still leads. Now the weaknesses. Its context window is smaller than Gemini's, meaning it can hold less information in a single conversation before it starts forgetting earlier details. And despite years of updates, its coding ability still trails behind Claude on the industry's main coding benchmark, Bench. Bottom line, if you want one tool that does a bit of everything reasonably well, GPT 5.5 is the safe default. Next, Claude, made by Anthropic. If GPT is the all-rounder, Claude is the specialist, and its specialty is logic, reasoning, and code. Claude currently holds the lead on Bench Verified, the industry standard test for real-world coding ability, scoring in the high 80s, ahead of every other model on this list. It's also the strongest model for long-form writing structure. Ask it to organize messy notes into a clean report, and it consistently produces the most accurate, well-formatted output of any model tested. Anthropic also built it specifically with safety and predictable behavior in mind, which is why a lot of developers and companies trust it for serious infrastructure work, not just casual chatting. The downside? Claude doesn't have native real-time internet access baked into the free experience the same way Gemini or Grok does, and its image generation capability is weaker than dedicated tools. It's also priced at a premium for its top-tier model, and that premium is genuinely only worth it if you need coding quality over speed. Bottom line, if your work involves code, structured writing, or anything that needs to be precise, Claude is the one to reach for. Now, Gemini, built by Google DeepMind. Gemini's single biggest advantage is its context window, up to 1 million tokens. That means you can feed it entire books, massive code bases, or hours of video, and it can still process all of it in one go. It's also the most natively multimodal model out there, handling text, images, audio, video, and PDFs all in the same conversation without switching tools. And because it's made by Google, it plugs directly into Google Search, Gmail Docs, and YouTube. If your life already runs on Google's ecosystem, Gemini fits in seamlessly. The weaknesses? Coding is noticeably behind Claude. Several independent reviewers have also flagged Gemini's tool calling as less reliable than competitors, which matters for developers building on top of it. And on open knowledge questions, ones outside a document you've given it, testing has shown Gemini can hallucinate confidently rather than admitting it doesn't know. Bottom line, if you're processing huge amounts of information or you live inside Google's apps already, Gemini is the strongest fit. Then there's Grok, built by Elon Musk's company, xAI. Grok's defining feature is direct built-in access to X, formerly Twitter. That means real-time search across what's being posted right now, which makes it genuinely useful for tracking breaking news, public sentiment, and current events as they unfold. On hallucinations, the honest answer is it depends which benchmark you look at. Grok tends to do well when it's summarizing a specific document you give it, but on general knowledge questions, where it has to answer from memory, independent tests have shown it hallucinating more often than Gemini and Claude. So don't take low hallucination as a blanket claim for any of these models. It changes based on the task. There's also a real catch worth being upfront about because Grok is built by Musk's company. Multiple reports have noted that its responses can reflect his personal viewpoints, particularly on controversial or political topics. That's not a small detail, it's something to actually be aware of before trusting it for sensitive research. On top of that, its coding ability is weaker than both GPT and Claude, and its top tier features are locked behind a genuinely expensive subscription. The heavy tier runs around $300 a month. Bottom line, Grok is excellent for real-time information and current events, but treat its takes on controversial topics with a healthy amount of skepticism and don't assume it's more accurate than the others by default. Last on this list, Meta AI, running on the Llama model family. Meta's biggest advantage isn't raw intelligence, it's distribution and openness. Llama models are open weight, meaning developers can download them and run them on their own hardware for free with no API costs. That makes Meta AI the go-to choice for developers who want full control, privacy, or who are building products at scale where API costs would otherwise add up fast. It's also built directly into WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook, putting it in front of more daily users than almost any other model simply through sheer reach. The downside is consistency. Open-weight models in the Llama family have generally trailed behind the closed frontier models, GPT, Claude, Gemini on most hard reasoning and coding benchmarks. Bottom line, if you're a developer who wants a free self-hostable model or you just want quick AI access inside apps you already use daily, Meta AI is the practical choice. Okay, so that's 5 models. We're done, right? Wait, I almost forgot one. Copilot, Microsoft's one. So, Copilot is, honestly, for most of its life, it's basically been GPT wearing a Microsoft badge. Same brain, different outfit. To be fair to it, that's changing. As of early 2026, it started routing answers through Claude as a second opinion before showing them to you. And Microsoft's been building its own in-house model to eventually replace the GPT engine underneath entirely. But right now, it's still mostly other people's homework wrapped in a Microsoft 365 subscription you're probably already paying for anyway. So if you already have it through Office, sure. Use it for quick stuff in Word or Excel. Just don't expect it to be doing anything the others aren't already doing better. So let's put it all side by side. So which one should you actually use? Honestly, there isn't one correct answer. There's only the correct answer for what you're doing right now. Need code written or debugged? Claude. Need to process a massive document or you live in Google's ecosystem? Gemini. Need to know what's happening right now on the internet? Grok, with a healthy dose of skepticism. Need one flexible tool that does a bit of everything? GPT wants something free and self-hosted? Meta AI. The biggest mistake isn't picking the wrong AI. It's not knowing there was ever a choice to make in the first place. Next video, we are doing the same breakdown for the Chinese AI models, DeepSeek, Qwen, Minimax, and more. Some of them are catching up faster than you'd expect. Subscribe so you don't miss it.